Human beings have a tendency to bind themselves together in tribes or clubs. While this has the advantage of drawing together like-minded people, it also can tend to be exclusive and an excuse for ostracising others outside the group. One of Jesus' disciples, John, falls prey to that tendency in the Gospel today when he tells Jesus, probably looking for confirmation of his actions, that they saw someone casting out devils in Jesus' name and tried to stop him because he was not one of us. We Christians have not changed a lot over the centuries, for we still fall into that same trap, not just in dealing with outsiders, but even within our own ranks. And so we create divisions, not just in our world, but among ourselves as Christians. But let's face it, who is not one of us? I remember a number of years ago hearing at a parish council meeting that one of our regular Mass attendees and the head of the school P&C was not a Catholic. I was surprised because he was there at Mass every weekend without fail with his family. When I expressed my surprise, someone pointed out that surely I'd noticed that he never went to communion. I informed them that I had absolutely no idea who went to communion and who didn't. But it did get me thinking of the number of people who are not Catholics who regularly attend our church services. Because I also think about all those people who aren't Catholics but are married to one who take responsibility, even the primary responsibility, for bringing their children up as Catholics, and yet never go to a Catholic church except for significant events in their children's lives. I wonder whether we can honestly say they are not one of us. And did you know that the ecumenical movement started in the mission countries because the locals said they were confused about Jesus? Because one group would say, you've got to believe in our Jesus, but don't believe in their Jesus. How many Jesuses are there? And how do we know which one to believe in? So who is not one of us? What about Mahatma Gandhi? When a young barrister in South Africa, he went to attend a Christian church to be told at the front door that coloureds were only allowed to enter the church via the side door. He walked away and never went back. Yet he believed the Beatitudes is one of the most insightful descriptions of human living there is. So is he not one of us? Christianity, like medicine, is at its best when it has no borders, when it's sans frontières. For the role of the Christian is not to claim exclusive access to the Spirit, but to recognise the Spirit wherever it expresses itself in the lives of others, and name it as such. Not to close the flap of the tent and say it's only in here that the Spirit's allowed to act. Rather, we ought to rejoice when the Spirit shows herself even outside the camp. And then we share that dream of Moses, if only all the people were prophets and the Lord gave his Spirit to them all.